Hi, I'm Mike Wider, CEO of Frugal. I'm here with my co-founders, Rob and Craig, to tell you about why we started Frugal and what we're building. If you're creating software, you're probably familiar with painful cloud bills. They start out small, but then all of a sudden it's one of your biggest expenses. In fact, most technology companies are spending over 1 in 10 dollars they bring in revenue and sending that to Amazon, Google, or Microsoft to host their applications. And now with AI being added to almost every application, well, these costs are growing even faster than they ever have before. So we asked ourselves, why are these cloud bills just so hard to tame? Well, the problem is that when developers are writing code, they really don't know what things are going to cost. It's not that they don't care. It's just that it's hard to know until you're in production. But by that time, it's too late. The crazy bills are arriving, your CFO is angry, but also you're so busy with other things that you never get time to go back and fix them. So if developers don't have the time or the visibility to focus on cost issues, what if we built something that just did it for them? And that's why we created Frugal Code, which we're launching today. Frugal Code does two things. Number one, we decompose your bills down to the exact files, functions, or even lines of code that are driving the cost. No more wondering why that Datadog bill spiked or the storage bill just spiked. Frugal makes it clear. Secondly, we identify and fix inefficient code patterns in your applications. We call these cost traps. And we don't just point out problems, we actually identify where the waste is and we fix it. Frugal can be used to optimize your production applications, but you can also integrate it into your entire software development lifecycle so that every pull request, every AI coding recommendation, every feature comes with cost efficiency built in. We call this application cost engineering, and it's our first step in our vision to bring cost analysis and efficiency to how we build software moving forward. So you get the big picture, but you may be wondering, well, how does this stuff actually work in practice? I'm going to turn things over to our CTO, Craig, who can walk you through it.
So we all want to use managed services efficiently, but it's very easy for a small bit of code that looks harmless and runs fine to be quietly running up your bill in the background. That's a cost trap, and we've all seen plenty of them. Overlogging, chatty API usage, extra AI. For engineering teams, tackling waste is a familiar exercise. First, you need to find out where it matters. Let your bill guide your optimization effort. Next, you need to find the inefficient code and figure out where you're hitting one of those cost traps and fix it. And then once it's fixed, you need to put in place cost guardrails that prevent it from happening again. We know how to do these things, but engineering teams rarely have the time to do it. And what happens is we have applications running in the cloud that are wasting money and energy every day. Frugal combines AI and a deep cost analysis engine that connects your bill, your metrics, and your source code to show you where your code is spending and to give you Frugal fixes that reduce your cloud costs.
All right, let's start with cost of code. As Craig mentioned, Frugal combines your source code, metrics, logs, configuration all together to map the cost of your services down to the applications that use them. If we take a look here as an example, we're looking at Datadog logs, and we're looking at a subset of that, which is index logs. From there, we get to another subset, which is information level logs. And from there, we can map those log messages directly into the applications that are producing them. Below, we show the cost traps and whether we've detected that a cost trap might exist or whether everything's fine. And further down even, we can see for logs that we can even identify very specific log messages, how much they cost and where they're coming from. So you really know how to target your fix. Now let's say I'm an application owner and I want to know what services are in use in my application, how much it costs, and is there anything I can do about those costs? I've got an example here called the cart application. This one, as you can see, is using log management and OpenAI, and you can see the costs there on the right. But more importantly, if you scroll down a little bit, you see the savings opportunities that are available for my application. These are changes that I can make that can reduce my contribution to the overall bill. We've got one around an AI, and actually, let's jump right into that to describe what's a Frugal fix and what's all available. So if we hop over to this Frugal fix, it's around prompt caching. And the important part here is that we show why we detected it, why do we think it's a problem, and then what can we do about it? We propose a solution, not only just a description of what the solution is, but if you scroll down a little farther, we even produce a patch that can be either downloaded, sent as a pull request, or logged as a ticket. And you can send that to your development team to pick up, implement, and start saving money. A couple other things on this page is we also show kind of the monthly savings, as well as the indication of how complex we think the solution might be to implement, and some additional considerations to think about when you're implementing it that you may not be aware of right away. Let's jump now to FrugalBot. So FrugalBot's a companion available anywhere in the Frugal app. You can launch it from that Frugal fix we just saw, or from the components page, cost of code, anywhere, and start asking questions around what you're seeing, where did we come up with these numbers, why should we fix something, why is it the most important, anything around these cost optimization techniques. And not only is it available inside the Frugal app, but we make FrugalBot available inside GitHub for your developers as well, so that they can think about cost while they're implementing it and actually have FrugalBot review. You can ask questions, have a conversation to make sure that you don't introduce new cost traps or the same cost traps again in production.
Thanks for watching today. If you want to know more about Frugal, reach out to us on the contact page, or if you want to try Frugal out on your own applications, add yourself to the waitlist and we'll reach out to you.